Hi guys, it's Lene with Charmed and Dangerous. Today we're going to be doing an Egyptian eye look. It's just basically a gold look with a really thick liner, and I really love it. So if you guys are interested in seeing how we get this beautiful eye look with the gold and the thick liner, which I named Egyptian because it just reminded me of Cleopatra, and who doesn't want to be a princess or a queen or something fabulous of that nature. So if you're interested in getting this beautiful eye look, stay tuned. Alright, so now that I have you guys very close and personal, we're going to jump right into it. I do want to just throw out a disclaimer though. My camera stand is malfunctioning, so I had to stack like all this stuff up right here to keep the one side up because the other side is falling. So if for some reason in the middle of this video everything falls to crap, I'm really sorry, and we'll get back into it. But we're really going to jump right in. I have all my face makeup and everything on. We're just going to be focusing on the eye. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. primer. This is the white one. It has a little bit of shimmer in it. I do like this one. I prefer the other one because it's a little bit more muted and it doesn't have like shimmer in it, but this one works just as well. I'm not using a high-end primer for this simply because the color I'm going to be using is super like pigmented. It doesn't really need much of a primer to bring out the color, and it's the staying power of the eyeshadow I'm using is really good too. So we're just going to kind of blend this in all over our eyes, and you want to make sure that you rub a little bit on the bottom as well because we're going to be putting some color down there too. So you're just going to make sure that you blend all of this in. Make sure everything's nice and smooth. You're bringing it down to the bottom. Alright, now that we have our primer on, we're going to go in with our color. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Studio Secrets. I got this on sale, so I don't know if this is still available. This is Metallic Shadow. This is a little duo in the color Charged. There is a bronzy color in here, if you can see, and then there's a gold color. We're going to be using this gold color here. Any gold color will really work. It's kind of like a goldy bronze. It's like a very like brown like gold. I don't know if you can tell there. And I just don't know if this is still available. I got it on sale like a while ago, but this is like the most pigmented gold color that I have, so I really wanted this look to look really gold with some really dark liner. It's what I'm going for, the whole like Egyptian kind of look. I thought it would be kind of fun. So basically I'm just going to be using my crown brush. This is the brush that I got in my Ipsy bag. I love this brush, guys. Oh, I'm in love. I'm just going to be using this, the eyeshadow end, not the crease end, just this end right here. And we're just going to dip that in the color. This color is very creamy, so it goes on super smooth. So you're just going to pack that on all on the eyelid, and then you're going to work it up into the crease about to the middle of your eye. After you have that all applied, you're just going to take a fat blending brush. This is actually a concealer brush by e.l.f. I've used this in a video before, but I'm just going to take this brush and I'm just going to kind of blend everything out and make sure I blend the crease really well. This color is super pigmented. If you could see, it's super bright. So I just want to make sure everything's nice and smooth. And then I'm just kind of flattening the brush out a little bit. So instead of using this part to blend, I'm kind of using this part right here to blend. I want to bring that color a little bit higher up than you maybe would bring a color. When I think of like Egyptian eyes, I think of like lots of like eyeshadow, and then like a very like dark liner. So I want to bring it up just a little bit above the crease. Not too crazy much. Don't go all the way up to your eyebrows, but I am going to blend it in just a little bit higher than I normally would for this look. Okay, so we have everything nice and blended out. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in. I'm just going to use this kind of dome brush. This is a smaller dome brush. This is from e.l.f. This is actually a contour brush, but I do use it for my eyes. And I'm just going to go in with the black. I'm going to be using the new palette that I got. This is the Coastal Scents palette. I got my Boxycharm. I've been working with this palette because I wasn't really excited about it when I got it. There's a hair, sorry. God, there's hair everywhere. My weave is shedding. Oh. I wasn't really excited about this palette when I got it, so I really want to work with it, do a review for you guys, see if it's worth like the $12.95 because it's a very affordable palette. So I really been trying to play with it. So the color I'm just going to be using is just this black color right here. It is a matte shade, and what we're going to do is we're just going to focus that on the outer V and go a little bit up into the crease. We're going to go a little bit further than maybe just the outer V, but we're not going to take it into the middle. We just want to get some definition here on the outside of our eye so our eyeliner looks really good when we put it on. And then we're just going to go in with that same blending brush and just kind of blend everything out. I'm just going to go on with a little bit more. The one thing I will say about some of the colors in this palette, and I will do a review on it for you guys, but they're not super pigmented after you kind of start blending. So, you know, some eyeshadows that are a little better quality, when you blend them out, you know, they do lose pigmentation a little bit because you're blending, but the pigmentation doesn't go completely away. With this, I feel that the color goes away more than I would like. So I'm just going to go back in, and I'm just kind of darkening up the bottom of this outer V. I don't want to darken up my crease too much, but I do want to darken up the bottom of the outer V there on the eyelid. And just blend a little more. I'm going to be going into my the nudes palette. I use this in another tutorial. I will be doing more tutorials with this. I'm not sure what my upload order is going to be. But I'm just going to go in with the nudes palette, and I'm going to take this really pretty gold color right here. I did a more like subdued kind of gold bronze look with some of the colors in this palette. I really wanted to pump this up though and make this really great. So I'm just going to go in with that gold color, and I'm going to grab one of these. This is like the applicator that you get like inside, but it's like on like an actual stick. I find that with some of the color eyeshadows that I have, this really does help kind of pack on the color a little bit more than using like a brush. So I'm just going to go in with this. You can also use a flat shader brush depending on what type of eyeshadow you use, but with this gold color I really like to use this. I do use a flat shader brush, but I feel like this just helps the color pay out a little more. So I'm just going to kind of dab that on there. And I'm just going to put that right in the inside just to bring a little bit of gold to the inside of my eye right there. Okay, so my camera died. So I'm using my phone and the thing from my car. So I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to give it a whirl while my camera charges. So two different videos in one video. So, okay, so let's carry on. We are using the gold color. This is the color from the nudes palette that we're using right here. I kind of actually like this better. So it already fell off once though. So we'll see if it falls off while I'm recording again and then my phone breaks. So we're using this gold color, and we're just going in with this like little, I don't know, what is it called? The little applicator things that like come in the things, but this is just one on a stick. So we're just going in with this, and we're just placing that just on the inside corner right here, just to give it a more gold look. Because the other color we used, it was a gold color, but it was a more brown based color, more like bronzy based color. So we're just kind of brightening up the look just with this gold. And I just feel like this little like soft tip applicator compared to a brush just gives me kind of more packed on color in that area. And I like it better. This is so weird, y'all. So weird. Oh my gosh. And I'm like looking over here. Woo, there it is. We're going to take the little blending tool, and we're just going to lightly just blend out to make sure that we're not going to have any fallout in that area. I'm going to pack on a little more if I can get my palette open. I'm going to pack on a little bit more. And just bring it in a little bit more. we're going to go in with our blending tool. And again, just kind of blend that out. Once we have that done, we're going to do a quick highlight. I'm going to be taking my nudes palette again. I'm just going to be using this white shimmer color right here. And we're just going to place that underneath our brow bone and then on the inner corners just right here. I'm just going to brighten up our eyes just a little. And then we're going to go in with eyeliner next. The eyeliner I'm going to be using is by e.l.f. This is their gel eyeliner, cream eyeliner. And it's just a black kind of gel cream eyeliner. And I'm just going to be going in with a very hard brush. This is the e.l.f. small angled brush. I'm just going to be going in with this, and I'm going to be applying my eyeliner with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a smaller line on the inside, and I'm just going to get a bit larger on the outside and do kind of like a slight wing. I want it to be a very dramatic liner, but I don't want to bring the wing out too much, like, you know, like a 50s, 60s kind of thing. I don't know what era that is, but I am going to do a little bit of a wing. So you're just going to get your brush nice and loaded up. And then I just kind of wipe off the sides when I do mine. So I get it loaded up, but then I kind of take the sides and I wipe off the sides because I want most of the product on this part of my brush. So I don't want to be spooging product everywhere. And then I'm just going to go in, I'm going to start my liner. I spooged. And I find it helpful to do the small part first, like do a small line across the entire eye and then focus on making it bigger than, you know, instead of like going up, because I feel like sometimes your line doesn't always look that great and both eyes aren't even whenever you try and like do it all the way up. So I'm just going to do the line first. And then I'm going to focus on the outside edges. So basically where I'm putting my the outside of my liner where I'm doing my wing is I'm just going about right there, if you guys can see that there. I'm not going too far out extended. You don't want to go too far out. I just basically go a little bit past kind of where my crease starts in that area. And I feel like that gives a good kind of like dramatic liner without winging it out too much. So I'm just going to do the other side. Alright, so that's basically the eyeliner that we have. And then we're just going to go in, I'm just going to go in and kind of clean up some areas just around the edges there, and then where I smudged on the bottom. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip, go in, I'm just rolling my Q-tip around just to work that product off. I don't want to like rub and smudge and do anything crazy. I'm just rolling it around to work that product off. And I got a little bit of craziness going on the inside of my eye. Okay, so once you feel you've cleaned all of that up, we're going to go in and we're going to do our bottom eyeliner. And I'm just going to be using my Urban Decay 24/7. This whole thing is like really messy. I'm like really thrown off now using my phone, so I'm really trying to get it together. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this to line the waterline, and then we're going to smudge a little bit of color on our bottom lash line. Okay, so I've done my waterline. I've also done a little bit of my lash line too, just to give it a little bit more thickness, that nice Cleopatra-like eye. And what we're going to do next is we're going to just take a small like pencil brush. This is just the other side of the crown brush. This is the crease brush side. And we're going to go in with a little bit of that goldy color. And we're going to just tap a little bit of that on there. And we're going to do that just on the inside part. And then we're going to go in with the color that we used on the base in our lids, and that's the kind of goldy bronze color that we used right here. And we're going to place that on the outside. Then I'm going to go in and just touch up any liner that I need to touch up. And then it's time for mascara. I'm going to be using 2 mascaras. As you guys know, I always use 2 mascaras. The first one I'm going to be using is by Urban Decay. This is the Perversion sample that I got in my Ipsy bag. We're going to go in and just do a coat of that, and then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline The Falsies and do another coat. You just want to make sure when you do your mascara, my eyelashes are pretty much non-existent, but you want to make sure when you do your mascara, you're doing a pretty good coating of them. You can add some falsies, but as you guys know, I have not perfected how to keep falsies from looking ridiculous. I just haven't got there yet. I've been practicing and I've been working on it, but falsies would be great for this look because you have such a thick liner that you don't want to lose your lashes. So if you want to pop on some falsies and you can figure it out, more power to you, girl, but I can't. So if you're just going to do mascara, you just want to make sure that you give it a good coating and your lashes look nice and thick and full because you don't want to lose your lashes in the dark liner that we did. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go through and apply one more quick coat just because my eyelashes hate me and they suck. And that is pretty much it. This is our eye look that we have. I love the golds. I think it's so pretty. I love thick liner. I'm a big fan of thick liner, if you guys know. So that was pretty much the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry about the changing of the 2 different videos. So I hope that wasn't a big problem for you guys. I know at the end of the video I was a little bit thrown off because I'm not used to recording this way. So it's probably got a little iffy there at the end. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. If you are, thank you. You're wonderful and amazing, and I love you so much. And I will see you guys soon in another video. Bye.